Coordinator and Community Manager for Once Upon a Galaxy. It's going to be a wonderful day here. We're going to play some magic, or some magic. We're going to spin some magic wheels. We're going to play some Once Upon a Galaxy. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right. I think I got everything all set up and ready to go. Let me know if the music is too loud for you. I might even adjust it a little bit myself there. There we go. Alrighty. So let's get a lobby up and ready so people can join when they come in. Our lobby code is going to be W9KNT. W9KT. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to spin a wheel. And when I spin the wheel, it'll land on a letter, and we have to draft characters with that letter if able. So if no characters have that letter or no spells have that letter, we then get to make the actual whatever strategic decision we want. Otherwise, we are going to have to follow by the law of the wheel. So let's go ahead and give this wheel a spin. See what our first letter is going to be. The letter is T. All right. Well, I'm a thing in the ice enjoyer, so that's probably something I'll probably try to dive into. You know, actually, we might do, while we're waiting on everybody to kind of come in here, we might just do an async game to get us kicked off here, and I'll do this this letter for that. All right. So T's. Merryweather is our only option. So we will take Merryweather. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through our deck list real quick. And I'm just going to make sure all of our... we have as many T's as possible here. Let's actually hide the wheel. We get it out of the screen. Perfect. Don Quixote has a T. Tasmarina has a T. Charlotte has 2 T's, so she's very good. No T here, no T here, no T here. Empire King has a T. Okay. So I'm going to do this pretty quickly. We're just going to go find some things with T's and try to keep ourselves with a normal balance. So Thunder of Dragons is a nice T. Combustible Dragon. I like me some dragons. So we get some T's. Ace of Hearts, because we might lose it a lot. Busted Bot. Toto. Any others with a T that we missed? No, so now you just get to make some decisions here. These are not going to be characters we're going to likely be able to draft often, but when we do, they should be pretty good. Perfect, there's our deck. Okay, so let's get our T's started. All right, Mysterious Egg is our only choice, so we're going to rock and roll with that. Itsy Bitsy Spider, also the only character with a T. Gonna be some tough sledding here. We'll have to get some lucky, get some quick runs here. Okay, so we can take any of these, but I think the silver's the best. Jealous Stepsisters is our choice. Not bad. Daughter of Athena, also our choice here. This might be a quick one. I'm not sure T's are gonna quite be crossed here. Alrighty, well, another Daughter of Athena. Another, ooh, we could take Tink. I like Tink here. Because Tink will start to grow our Jealous Stepsisters. It also triggers our quest. Okay. Usually I'd just take the silver almost at any chance, but that's a good T name, so I'm going to take that. Okay, Masterwork Scrolls or Potion of Treasure Finding. Something we have to be very careful of with breadcrumbs in this challenge run that we're going to be doing is if we can take breadcrumbs, let's say we had a letter within breadcrumbs, the spell is called Lost in the Woods. So we need to make sure we have both a letter that's in here and in Lost in the Woods. Otherwise, we're not going to get to cast it all that often. Let's get Potion of Treasure Finding. That seems pretty good. That's a good T. We have a couple different questers already. Okay, let's rearrange our board here. So we want Jealous Stepsisters to attack first, so we're going to put her in slot 1. That way she gets +2/+1 from Tink's ability. I'm going to leave Mysterious Egg here in 3. Mostly I'm hoping this burns an attack from them. I'm leaving Daughter of Athena here in the back row. Also because if they have a flying monkey, I want them to attack into the 2/4 and possibly trade off rather than like attack into a 0/1 and then they still have a flying monkey. Okay, so now we just need one more thing to attack into Jealous Stepsisters. Perfect. Quest complete. All right, well, we lost another half a heart, but we completed our transformation into Tin Man. Oh, that's a perfect T name. Okay, Heartseeker Bow is our only T, so we're going to snatch that one right up. Looks like wind-up toy is our only option, so we don't have to pull this to our board. And in fact, I think I'm not going to. I think I'm going to just bank it. Busted Bot or Thorn. So Thorn is decent because I can just bank it and it'll do its job. It'll do its recruit anyway. And if we lose another half heart here, it's not actually that big a deal because we then get to trigger our quest off of Tin Man. Okay, Gloves of Thieving seems really good. Maybe better than Black Pearl. We don't have a lot of pirates, so, and we can't take Daisy Jones Locket because we have 2 T's. So, Gloves of Thieving is going to be what we're going to take here, and I think that's pretty good because it lets us scale with things we can't normally take. Think of all the treasures that don't have the letter T's. Hey, Yuck, thank you for the raid. Welcome, everybody. We're doing some fun things today. I'm going to finish up this async run, and then we're going to jump into a live lobby. Today, I am going to be spinning a magical wheel, as seen here, and it'll select a letter in which of cards we have to draft. So that's the restriction I'm putting on myself today. It should be a lot of fun. Let me know if you can hear me all right, and if the music isn't too loud. I can always make those adjustments as needed. Okay. So back to this, we have 3 bags full, which is a T, but we also have Combustible Dragon. I like this, especially with the Gloves of Thieving. If we get to survive, it's going to do a lot of work. The Stepsisters is probably the worst option. Plus, I kind of want this to die first, and so if it attacks first, it's likely to die first. The Dreamer, ooh, that's pretty good. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Dreamer. I'm going to replace Daughter, which will trigger. So Ring of the Magus is our T. Okay. And we also have Merlin's Pointy Hat. I like Merlin's Pointy Hat. Can we think of any mages that have T in their name? Yeah, you know, Drajan, I just need that extra bit of randomness in my life. All right, Merlin's Pointy Hat it is. I like this. I'm a big fan of Merlin's Pointy Hat. Plus it has this cute little hamster guy here, which I'm a big fan of. So the extra power on our Dreamer there isn't going to matter too much. And look at that. We want to match. Alrighty. But while his extra power doesn't necessarily matter, the toughness maybe matters eventually. Mostly, I just need him to trade off 1 for 1 first. And then, actually, I should have put Combustible Dragon up here in the front row. But that's neither here nor there. Okay, so T's. Twinkle, twinkle. Little star. Let's do that. So we have Jack in the Box as or Lightning Bolt. I think we're going to take the Lightning Bolt because I don't think Jack in the Box is particularly good, and this might kill something. Knock out something. Sorry. Thank you, Rusted Ghost. Yeah, see, look at that. We're trading off pretty well. Okay, I'll Huff and I'll Puff has a lot of letters, but no T's. Ninja in Training is actually really good for us, right? This is a good card that can also trade off 2 for 1. So we'll swap it with the Tin Man, who's already done his job. This does push the Dreamer into the second slot, which means he's less likely to trigger. But this is more likely to be a 2 for 1. So I think I'm going to go with that. No T's here. Okay, so what is our best option if there are no T's present? Greed gives +5/+5, or +6/+6 currently, and will grow every turn. That's not bad. Fairy Dragon will also do that plus a 2/+1. The problem is if I take Fairy Dragon, it's unlikely to be able to take the silver because it's not going to have a T in the name. And it takes a spot on my board. Is it better than Itsy Bitsy? Yes, because I'm playing Merryweather, right? Okay. Now the question is, do I want to leave Ninja in training in front of Tink, or do I want to swap these? It gets me extra stats on Ninja, but I think I want to get the permanent stats first, and eventually we can swap over. So I'm going to do this. Well, we sniped that that mop. That's a good thing. Little scary because in async, that mop is going to scale this board regardless if we win or not, which we didn't win anyway. Okay, 10 million fireflies is not bad. I don't think I want to do white whale, even though it's bigger. Yeah, let's do 10 million fireflies. Okay, perfect. A silver tea with a Fae, all the things we wanted. Okay, Sparkles, Evil Stepmother, Pumpkin Spice Latte has 2 T's. Thank you for that. Okay, so here's where I was saying. I would normally take this if this was a normal run. But we are going to take T's. So either Down Came the Rain or Mighty Mouse. I don't think I have room on my board for Mighty Mouse. The extra treasure might be nice later. I could also say Tink's time is up. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to say Tink's time is up and swap Fairy Dragon over to here. Okay. Doing pretty good. Is this the same person we faced last run? Maybe. They also had a summoning board. Ooh, Charlotte is a Fae and an animal and fits our thing. Okay, so the question is Combustible Dragon... He has to be, right? 16 damage is pretty good. Oh, it's equal to his Treasure Hoard. I should put this here. Because then he's going to be Treasure Hoard. So here he's Treasure Hoard 2. This should make him Treasure Hoard 4. Am I doing that math incorrectly? That might be a bug for our chief engineer to take a gander at some point. So if we want this to do damage based off of its Treasure Hoard, I might not be able to take Charlotte. Man, but Charlotte's so good. Okay, I'm gonna swap Mighty Mouse here. Do this. Ooh, Titania. Okay, I think I need to swap out now 10 million fireflies for Titania. Got rewarded for picking our little spider here. All ranged things is spooky to me, but it looks like we're fine. Look at that. We're clawing our way back. Okay, so again, can't take this. Have to take Katamari, I think. This is the only option, so I think I'm just gonna bank that. Ooh, we get to TLK something, and in fact, we could take Bahamut, but we're gonna TLK. Let's flop this. Spirit of Vengeance. Awesome. I'm gonna put that there. Make sure it gets KO'd. Yeah, well, you know, the farewell in Charlotte doesn't matter when your things don't die. But that is first world problems. Okay, we want 10 million fireflies because that treasure's going to be better. Oh, we get to get the silver of Tink as well. That's always good. All right, Punxsutawney Phil and Pyrat. I don't think I have enough room on my board to really lean into Phil. So I think it's going to be Phil, but I'm going to probably bank Phil. Unfortunately, got to take either Blessing of Athena. Blessing of Athena is not bad. I like Blessing of Athena. It's better, I think, than taking a busted bot and banking it. We'll do it on the first slot here. Man, we still have 4 other people in this lobby. I'm hoping to get top 3. That's my goals today. Get top 3s with this restriction, and I think that's going to feel like a win to me. Well, if we don't take full heart damage, which we are. Bummer. Bummer, bummer. 4th place, 1 shy. Well, decent enough T run. We're going to T-pose off of that and go into our live lobbies here. So I'm going to host here. Feel free to jump in. Again, ask any questions you want. Yeah, Banking Busted Bot is nice alliteration. I'm a big fan of alliteration. If you can't tell, I was an English major, so words and letters. All right, our lobby code is TJPG. I think a popular thing amongst our play group is to always try to come up with what does that acronym mean if it's an acronym. And whenever I see TJ, I think Tommy John from baseball surgeries. So Tommy John parental guidance is what our lobby code is. Feel free to jump in and join. I'm going to spin the wheel here, see what letter I have to play with next. I could use the lobby code. I plan to do some number of async as well between rounds. And I don't know. I like spinning a wheel. It's fun. Also, I started trying to do this idea with words, like full words. And turns out you get too many letters, it's too easy. Because we have so many words in a lot of our character names. Looks like our letter is O, as in Cinco. So let me adjust my graphic here. Ooh, I like that. True jobs, play games. That's that is an accurate description of being a game dev. There we go. Put that there. I'm going to go post it to the Discord as well. You never know what people are looking for. So yeah, for those of you guys tuning in, coming over from Yuckstream, if you have not seen me before, my name is Zack Brady. I'm the marketing coordinator and community manager for Once Upon a Galaxy. I joined the team about last year, I think about 1.5 years ago. Yeah, feel free to ask any questions. I can try to answer as best of my ability. Otherwise, we're going to jam some games, do some randomness, you know, have some fun. Exciting things coming up for us. We are going back to Gen Con, so if you are in the Indianapolis area and you want to come say hi to us, reach out to us in the Discord. Come to Gen Con. Come find our booth. It's a lot of fun. We met a lot of people last year, and it was a blast. So excited to see you all out there. Hopefully we'll find some Once Upon a Galaxy members in the hotel lobbies also to jam games whenever, wherever. We literally can't stop playing it ourselves. Isn't that the point of making a game, is that you get to play it all the time? We'll give this a couple more minutes. If the lobby doesn't fill up, I can easily do another async run. But I would love to do. I'm a competitive person. I like playing with chat. I'm pretty skewed in that manner. Bum bum. No worries, Alexis. Welcome, Lieutenant Beach. Let's see here. I'm trying to think of captains that start with the letter O that we could want. See, I'm a Thing in the Ice Enjoyer, but that doesn't have an O. Indiana Clones. I'm probably an Indiana Clones snap keep individual this run. Big fan of Indiana Clones. What are some of our other O captains? This is difficult off the top of my head. Ooh, yeah, Who's Who? That has 2 O's. I might have to take that one over Clones, as there are multiple O's. Let's see, other O's. That's what I like about this game. I have to try to think through what captains we have with these letters. Oh, it's not that common. So I'm gonna cheat here. I'm gonna look at my phone. Let's see here. I think those are the 2 that pop off to my head. Ooh, CEO, yeah, evil CEO. Lamppost, good job. See, I'm just gonna screw my phone. I'm gonna let chat do it. Yeah, Dorothy also has 2 O's. Geppetto, see, look, man, my mind was drawing a blank. Maybe I need to diversify which captains I pick to get a better understanding. Dragon Mother, wow, lots of O's. Yeah. Good call out, chat. Okay, I'm gonna back out of this lobby, Lieutenant Beach. Thanks for popping in. We're gonna do some async until we get a few more people. I'll try to do it again after the next async run, and see where we have people. We're just keep it moving. Jack Sparrow, that's an O. We said Who's Who has 2 or 3 O's, 4 O's. Nobody can count. I forgot he was a professor. So we'll take Professor Who's Who's. That's all the O's. He literally goes, ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, so stop with the bad puns. All right. I'm going to remove all the things that do not have O's from my deck list. This does mean I'll have to go back in later and change them all, but, sacrifices you make. So none of these have O's in them. That has an O. Okay, perfect. All right, what other cards? I do not have a complete collection, by the way, so... and we're not going to spend too much time on deck building. We're going to play Thunder Dragons. That has an O. Dragon in general should have O's. So we should have lots of those, right? Don Quixote. I like Don Quixote. Space Ranger Woody has a lot of O's. Do we need any commons? I don't know. Our commons are... I don't mind Toto. Toto's fine. Not a big fan of Underdog. Ooh, Zack, that's another good one with an O. Maybe most of our captains have O's and I just have never paid attention. I think I'm going to take Jelly Roger. I'll take Jelly Roger. Perfect. Rock and roll, let's go. I would say that's my last one, but it's not going to be. All right. Gingerbread House is our first O. So we got Forgotten Present or Evil Stepmother. I always like taking the Quester when I get a chance, especially things like Evil Stepmother. They're pretty free to usually complete. Maybe not with our restriction, but we will see. Flying Monkey, that's a good one. Ooh, I think I might want to take Jealous Stepsisters. Again, another Quester that, is fairly easy to complete. This time I'm going to stick it in slot 3, hoping slot 2 bites the dust first. It did not. But, clawing in there. And I actually should have put Flying Monkey here first. But, doesn't matter. We won that round anyway. Okay, Silvery Moon. Spoonful of Sugar. So the health doesn't necessarily matter. We really want to get Jealous Stepsisters up. So let's do Silvery Moon. And actually that means now we can transfer it over to here. Get our Flying Monkey. We complete our quest. So Gold Ring has O's in it. Let's take that. It's also the shape of an O, so that matches. Presence of Gaia. Perfect. Billy Bones. I like Billy Bones. Actually, anytime I can get free stats, I tend to enjoy free stats. Okay, so I'm going to talk about my ordering here really quick. I think if you were worried about losing hearts, it's probably best to put Flying Monkey in your first spot, so that way it can snipe opposing Fae if they have them. But I tend to like to try to complete my quest as fast as possible, so I put Jealous Stepsisters up here for 2 reasons. One, if she attacks first and survives, she'll have already done 5 damage. Then you just need something to attack into her to trigger the quest, which I think is good. Secondly, if she attacks in, or if she doesn't attack first and they attack Gingerbread House, she'll grow to 7 power, and then that will complete her quest as well. So I think that's generally my philosophy with the ordering here. And then while Flying Monkey is probably the better option, I don't want him in the back row, because if he gets sniped by another Flying Monkey, he didn't get very much value. So I'm going to put him up here and leave this 5-1, because if this 5-1 gets sniped, it's fine. It didn't have much toughness anyway, so it traded 1 for 1 as it is. And then I usually like to put any hunters that you aren't playing in slot 1 in slot 4 here, because then it usually turns out that they attack more frequently than this slot. Okay. Looks like everything's working out for us. We completed another quest. Elven Tools is our O's here. Ooh, I do like me some Morgan Le Fay. So I think I'm going to take her, replace that evil stepmother. We'll swap these here. Billy Bones, get us a silver. Morgan Le Fay. Ooh, I do like Chaos, though. This gets us a random spell that we don't have to gamble for, which is nice. What is the name of... I'm trying to think the exact name of the treasure that lets your recruits become farewells. It's Mushroom, right? Ring of Mushroom Ring? Something like that. Yeah, Mushroom. So it's going to have O's in it. Okay, I'm gonna put this into here. And maybe we can get lucky. That's one of my favorite combos to do, is you get Chaos with that treasure, and then you can get a free spell every turn. Yeah, Mushroom Ring. There you go. I agree. Alexis. My stepsister should get multiple treasures. If you can go ahead and patch that in, that would be fantastic. Well, look at that. 4 spells. All of them have O's in it. It's like it's a popular letter or something. What do we want to do? So we don't really have anything that are buffing our spells, and until we do, I don't think All for One is particularly great. Same thing with Silver Moon. This is just... I think I'm taking this. The other benefit in this run is if I have things like this, kind of like when I took Chaos, it could get me something that isn't an O, which is pretty good for us. So I'm gonna take that. Well, Don Quixote. I am perfectly fine with Don Quixote. Very, very powerful card. Get us some secret rares, hopefully. Again, I will propose it to the chat. I'll swap this. Calypso. What secret rares have O's in them, chat? What are we looking for with our Don Quixote as we eventually get to... It's epics right now, but eventually it'll get to secret rares. So I like Shipshape Inspector usually, because I can usually MacGyver a way to have all my slots have buffs. I don't think that's the case this time. We're too reliant on things like we could get Davy Jones, which helps us get it quickly. Then again, Two-Headed Wizard. I guess we're going to cast a spell eventually anyway. So yeah, let's take our Two-Headed Wizard. And we're kind of in the spellcasting mood. Lost half a heart, not a big deal. Okay, 2 Blind Mice. That's another spell enabler, so I'm going to take that. Okay, have to take Mysterious Egg. I think we're too late to survive with it, so I'm gonna throw that into the bank. Probably gonna eat another loss here, but again, not a big deal because we already were down half a heart, and we're just gonna have to accept on this the gamble we're gonna have to take. All right, Through the Looking Glass has lots of O's. Would I rather transform any of my things into epics? I don't think so. I think I'd rather just get 2 characters of my level. Because again, that'll help us get some that are not O's. He says as he flips a Wizard of Oz. So this is a good spell matters thing. I think this is going to replace Two-Headed Wizard. A little awkward here because I kind of want Morgan to be in slot 4 so she gets to attack more frequently. But I need to have Wizard here. Scarecrow is good. That's like free treasures. Nice silver on a Two-Headed Wizard. True Love's Kiss times 2. Okay, so that means we don't have to do it on the Wizard. We could do it on Scarecrow and still get a secret rare. Okay. We'll come back to that Scarecrow in a bit. Long John Silver. Shadow. Shadow. That's really good. Okay. So I don't think I want Shadow in the front row. Okay. Free Chaos. Down Came the Rain. It's okay. Yeah, nice to fill up those spots. If we find Ship's Bake Inspector again, then we're only two slots away. So that's pretty good. Snowball or Presence of Gaia. I could just cast the spell here. It's like, do I want to risk getting or eventually get to an uncommon treasure? Is there any uncommon treasures I really... Oh, I'm sorry. Let me hide the wheel here. I keep forgetting to do that. There we go. Thanks for the reminder. Is there any uncommon treasures I'm super seeking after? Lich's Heart gives us more looks. The spell that gives our mages Ring of the Magus gives our spells, or gives our mages +2/+2 whenever we cast a spell. Yeah, Genie's Lamp and Lich's Heart, they're both awkward because they're not O's, right? So I think I'm not going to take the Snowball here, and I'm just going to take Presence of Gaia. I'm going to do this crafty thing here, though. I'm going to put it on an empty slot that I don't have a buff on already. Try to build it back to that Ship's Bake Inspector when he comes back around. Look at that. We even got an attack with Morgan. We're doing pretty good. So Mysterio... Do we want to randomly switch everything into epics? The answer is no, right? Because we have this Shadow. Well, at least we have another O option here. Guardian of the Grove. Sure. Don Quixote. Ooh, Iron Cash Dragon is probably a good pickup that I probably should have not just snapped off the silver for. But, oh well. Live and learn. So this gives a slot a buff. So now we're ready for when Ship Shape comes back around. We can get a free treasure. Not great. My positioning here of Shadow's a little awkward too. Because I actually sort of want it here, but I really want to keep Don Quixote going. Giant Growth is pretty good. Let's do it on our 2 Blind Mice as our spell payoff. Paul Bunyan. Can't take. We got to take Stroke of Midnight. He had O's in his text box. Does that count? They were in his stat line. Oh. Does that not count? Doctor. Frankenstein's Doctor. Not great. I think it might be better than Morgan at this point. Still not perfect. Okay, we're going to run the risk of this king getting KO'd first. It did not. Perfect. Doing good. All right. Drenna the Devourer. This seems great. She's going to consume all of those O's. Okay, I think it's about time that we might be done with Don Quixote. That way I don't have to worry about it anymore. Okay. Ooh, Prospero's good. Although, see, if I pass on Prospero here, he's not close to completing his quest. And if I take this, it's the max stats to devour. So I think I'm gonna do that. So again, I could take a nameless one and bank it, try to get to a rare treasure, but I think I'm just gonna cast the spell. Guardian of the Grove, okay. So that one's gonna come back around as a gold. Daisy Jones is pretty good when you have Frankenstein's Doctor. We can also... Oh, man. Okay, I think I'm done with this. We already have a big statted creature. So now I have to figure out what order I'm doing these in. This Wizard of Oz is a little bit awkward currently. Okay, I think I'm going to do this. This isn't a great order, but anytime I can trigger Shadow off of Daisy Jones, I think is going to be a win. We lost the other buff. But again, we get to... Oh, look at that. She replaced herself. Neat. I didn't think about that. Okay, we're still rocking and rolling. Down Came the Rain is not great. Only +1/+1. How likely am I to keep any of these characters? So I'm probably keeping this forever. I'm probably keeping this forever, which makes this just a better option. Okay, Prospero's back. We're still not any closer to like completing his quest, and I don't have any spots on my board, so I'm just gonna take the Fairy Dragon. Bronze Goose has all the O's. Okay, we're into the top 3, so we've completed what we want. We want to be in top 3, and I think we're gonna get to the top 2. Or we might get there. We might get all those O's in the finish line. We'd be the champion. Okay. Sword. I always like this one. I like the function of Statue of Olympus. Again, it's casting spells too, which is nice, but is 30 damage going to kill anything or KO anything at this stage of the game? Probably not. Probably not. So I'm going to get this sword here. Okay, there's our free epic. Gloves of Thieving is a little late, but also our only choice here. We're in our final. Here we go. Can we do... I think we're going to do it, guys. Chat. Don't count our chickens yet, but... I think... No. No! No! Well, that's fitting. Second has an O, first does not. So... Alrighty. Let's see if we can get ourselves an actual live lobby up here. Alright, live lobby is up. K6UP. Is it going to land on O again? Oh, hold on. Actually, it did land on O again, but I hadn't actually shown it. I'm gonna just respin. We just did O. Just did O. Let's get a different letter. Man. 1 out of 26 chance twice in a row. Pretty good. The letter F. F is for friends who do stuff together. F is for you and me. Perfect. We got our letter F. K6 upside down police dog. Nice. I like that. Technically, all dogs are canines, but yeah, I'm with you. Look, a dog on his belly is pretty cute. Also, I think upside down are 2 words and police dog are 2 words, but you know, I appreciate the effort. Let's see here. The number in the middle makes it awkward, right? KO 6 unique puppets. KO 6 unique puppets. So Fs. Fs. What captains do we have with Fs? So we just played Professor Who's Who, so he's still one. Could end up with him again. Are there any others? I said this about O and then was immediately proved wrong. Fs. Alrighty. Well, it looks like again our live lobbies are a little slow today. That's okay. You guys can just sit back and watch. I'll drive here with our async games. I like our async games. They're nice and quick and punchy too. So, F. No Fs in any of these. So I'm going to take Zagreus. I've been very impressed with this captain. He has been awesome. Plus, we're planning to lose some hearts, so that'll work. I don't have enough for his base deck yet, so I can't edit his deck. Forgotten Present is an F. Daughter of Athena. I think we're going to get a lot of ofs this run. I should have put him in a different spot. So, I guess Chip Shape Inspector doesn't have an F, so we're unlikely to draft him. But I'm always thinking of that card when I'm starting to get slots. Slot buffs, rather. Slot 4 is the hardest slot to buff, in my opinion. Because often, if you have a Fae, you want to put it in slot 4 to support your first 2 units. Most of the Fae do not buff slots. So it gets a little awkward there. Then the next hardest is usually the back row. So especially early on in games, I would recommend putting your Forgotten Presence in the back row unless you have something you're really building up for in the front. All right. Flying Monkey is an F, so we'll slide that over. And Mysterious Egg, Laser Shark. I have to make sure there's no Fs. Okay, we'll take the Evil Stepmother. Unfortunate sequence here. We're going to lose our first full heart. So we get a common treasure. I feel like I should be getting an uncommon treasure here because I'm into uncommon. But again, I lost it on the previous turn, so it's probably working as intended. Okay, Masterwork Scroll, Secret Map, Twin Shot. So we get to make a choice here. So it's not Secret Map. This requires us to be much later in the game. We kind of need impact now. There are quite a few spells with the letter F, so taking the Masterwork Scroll could be a big boon. Twin Shot is also good at just getting us stats. I think I'm going to take Masterwork Scroll. I just tend to like... Oh, yeah, you got CEO, Jason of. Yeah. Good call-outs. Okay. So none of these have Fs in them either. So I think I just always gamble on Karma Chameleon when I can. Okay, I'll take the silver when I can. Oh, Foul Lich. Good there. We'll give it the extra stats. It would have hunted on any of these front ones, but looks like we're okay. Hey, look at that. We won. It's pretty good. All right. Get us a flying monkey. Get us our questers ticking down. See, this is what I was talking about. Presence of Gaia is probably, not only is it our only choice, but it's a pretty good one for us to keep going. So let's put this here. We got dash, which is kind of nice. I like these dash and slash and dash. They're good. They're good to just give yourself some stats in the mid game. So spoonful of sugar. The one danger we're going to run into here, I think, is that we're going to cast a lot of spells like this because they have ofs in their name. And so we're not going to get a lot of characters upgraded. So we might eventually get outclassed on board. So perfect result. We're okay with ties at this stage in the game. You know, the Captain Ahab triggering doesn't matter in async, so it's pretty good. Fire Breathing Dragon is fantastic. Fantastic. Starts with an F. Okay. All hands on deck. Rose, Blackbeard's Parrots, the Dreamer. I had to just do a double glance, make sure that none of those were F names. I think the answer is that we're supposed to be trying to tick down this to try to get rid of it. So I hate having to replace a bigger unit like that. Oof. Brutal. Phil, you don't have an F. You just sound like you have an F. Didn't matter. Didn't matter. Okay. I'm going to take Navi here. Even though Navi... Oh, no, I can't take Navi. Hold on. Fairy Dragon. Let's stay with our restriction here. Let's not cheat. Okay. We'll replace Foul Lich. Fairy Godmother. Man, she used to be a hero. I need a hero. Yep. She's our only choice here. Is she better than anything we currently have? I kind of like her better than the Dreamer. I'm not that big on the Dreamer because he's just like a 50-50 to KO one thing. And getting the Fire Breathing Dragon up in the front here is a good sign to help us knock some of these down. So True Love's Kiss we can't cast unless looks like no Fs. Is it worthwhile to True Love's Kiss any of our board, or do we want any of these things? We don't have any animals, so Mama Bear is not going to really be good. Pan Shadow is just a decent recruit because we have 2 Fae. Yeah. Fortunately, I didn't have... If I already had, like, an Epic, I think I then TLK. I'm a big fan of Jasmine Dragons. Big fan of this card. No Fs either, so lucked out there. Pretty much anytime you can get bonus shops, I think it's a good thing. We're probably going to get yeeted by this summoning board. Okay, only half a heart. Not bad. Fairy Godmother again. So do we want more stats in the shop, or do we want more stats on our board? The 80 or the 30 toughness here really makes me want to do this. Man, I think we have to abandon train on this daughter of Athena. We haven't found her gold yet either, which would trigger her quest. You know, we don't have a lot of treasures either, so like this fairy dragon isn't going to do a ton. Let's just do you meet in a tavern. Two-headed dragon. Oh, perfect. Triggers her quest. Lucky chest, ring of valor. So we got to take the ring. Okay. Do I want the free shop or do I want the treasure? I kind of want the free, but I'm gonna take this. Ring of the Magus. Perfect. So we have we have one mage. Okay. One mage. 3 bags full. That gets us another treasure, but I'm gonna just take the silver. Alright, we're gonna meet in the tavern again. Spin the wheel. Okay, Robin. I actually really like Robin. Is Robin better than a lot of things? I don't think so. I don't think so. And again, not being able to really control which pirates we take, because they all have to have the letter F, is probably a tough sledding. Captain Hook, Wizard of Oz. Yeah. So we can take Wizard of Oz, but we don't have that many spells cast so far. Only 4. Is this better than this? Maybe. +2/+1 and then Treasure Hoard 1. So it's currently giving +4/+4. +6/+5. This gives +8/+8. Okay. There's our daughter of Athena again. Sure, we'll take the random treasure. Orange shield, Captain's Cutlass, secret map. Okay, so no Fs. I think this is the turn you take secret map, because we hope that we're gonna dig 3 deeper. Training, twinkle twinkle. So no Fs again. So I could just take. We're down. We still only have 1 Fae now. So I think I'm gonna take Dash. Evil Stepmother. It's fine. Frankenstein's Doctor. That's better than Fairy Godmother, I think. God, those new animations are so good. Man, Phil. Chill out, Phil. Alright, well, only half a heart. Man, that Phil is out to get us right now. He must have heard what we said about him about not having an actual F in his name. Bronze Goose, Abracadabra. Okay, so I could just take the... I'm just going to take a respin here. Fairy Godmother is good. Golden Fountain. I love this card. Being able to take more than one of any of your treasures is so good. Okay. This is very good for us. So no Fs, and we have a Merlin. Merlin, I think, is better than Frankenstein's Doctor, because now we get in this boat where now, because we have Wizard of Oz and Merlin, we want to just keep casting spells. And when we cast spells, they're going to get bigger because of Ring of the Magus. All coming together. Okay, Wizard of Oz, free silver. Frankenstein. It's our only choice here. We're going to bin Frankenstein. Fires of Ares. Perfect. Awesome. All right. All of our things are getting bigger. Let's see if we can survive. I think we're entering into full heart territory. Yep, full heart loss. Ouch. But that means we get a epic treasure. Zang's Bakwadao. Big brass cannonballs. Starstone. This is interesting. I think I'm going to take... Oh, I get 2 of them. Ooh. So normally, I think if I'm only getting one, I might take Zhang's Bakudawa as just give myself the chance to get more legendary characters. But I think here we get to get double stat buffs, which I think is very good. So this is 32.46 on average. So this is not that far behind. And I think we're going to slowly start gaining in treasures here. So I think we could do this. Through the Looking Glass, Kraken. So no Fs here. So we'll just take... I'm just verifying if I want to transform anything. I think the answer is no, because this would be the character I would transform if I was going to transform anything. Maybe it's Fairy Dragon? Yeah, I'm okay with transforming Fairy Dragon. Oh, what a payoff. What a payoff. So Sunflare we don't really have a position for on the board, unfortunately, but we have to take it. Frankenstein's Doctor. Okay, so no Fs. We are a straight A student. So I think we're happily ever aftering. And we're just going to keep pumping this fire-breathing dragon. Essentially, if we're going to get in the top 3 this run, we need this fire-breathing dragon to 2-for-1 every single round. Everything's coming up Phil House. Oh, no. Okay, well, this was a nice run. We got 4th. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. Well, it is what it is. Well, let's spin again. We'll win one of these days. All right, looks like an H. Hache, if you speak Spanish. Perfect. Alrighty, let's see what H's we have. Sir Galahad looks like he has an H in his name. Perfect. Ooh, we actually get to edit a deck list too. No H in Prickles. Hey, Ace of Hearts, you get to stay. Mecha Man, you get to stay. Space Ranger, no. Out. No Wink. Mechanical Dragon, good, that's one of my favorites. Raggedy Ann, out. Sorry, Smug, back to the bench. Thunder of Dragons is good. No Brick Monster. Fairy Godfather's fine. Wormscale Tinkerer, no. Okay, let's start from the top here. See if we can get some extra H's. Wicked Witch. I think we're gonna get to cheat a little bit here, as we're gonna probably run out of spaces or run out of H's. Genie of the Lamp just got a buff, so that's good. Nightshade. Okay, so we need to know that we're gonna probably have spells. Probably something spell oriented. Shanty. Okay. Underdog, Toto, Prickles, Pied Piper. Nope, none of these have H's. Okay. So, no H's. Just doing a quick double check here. So I think I'm going to go Wormscale Tinker, Elminster if we're going for spells. And then I'm probably going to take Smug because I am just a big fan of the Smuggy Dragon. And if we can transform into him or get lucky and take him in a shop, that'll be great. All right. What treasure are we getting? Pandora's Box, Fairy Queen's Wand, or Midas. So we actually get to make a choice here. Well, we wanted to be spell-based, right? So we might as well take the spell-based epic treasure that we wouldn't be able to pick otherwise. This feels pretty good. Daughter of Athena. Okay, we get to make a choice here. It's turn 1. If it was turn 2, I could take the egg. I guess I'll take Jealous Stepsisters. Probably not going to... Oh, I was going to say probably not going to win our first round, but Skip had other things in mind. All right. H. Wind Up Toy, Flying Monkey, Mysterious Egg. So we can take the egg now. Picks, Forgotten Present, Wind Up Toy. Wow, Wind Up Toy has come back a lot. I guess we'll take picks. Guess we'll take picks. Not the greatest series of shops here for us, but we have a lot of toughness, not a lot of power, which usually means we take full heart damage. Okay, Pan's Shadow is pretty good. It's both stats and it'll help this picks out, which will in turn help out this Jealous Stepsisters. So she has to survive 3 attacks, which is not likely, but what big teeth? Perfect. Okay, so we're going to get to complete our Jealous Stepsisters. That's what we're doing. Okay, only half heart damage. Just have to survive and thrive. So I could take Worn Shield or I could take Wand of Shielding. We tend to want to cast a lot of spells, I think, eventually. So Wand of Shielding has some upside. Then again, I kind of want the stats now. And I know I want to take characters, so I'll take the Worn Shield. As much as I want this baby bear, I have to take Evil Stepmother. Okay. I'll just do some swapperoonies there. Put some boots, Jill Sunshine. That's really good. Okay, so now I can swap some of these around. So typically when I have a power buffer like this, I tend to prioritize things that have no power or like 1 power. Because you can make this 4 into a 10. But like the 4 is probably going to trade off with a good number of things anyway. And the 10 might help you get there. But this 0 is trading off with nothing ever. So might as well do that. Same thing with, I think, 1 power things. You just tend to not trade off. So make sure you get those buffed when possible. Well, we took another half heart damage. All right. Ooh, we have 2 H's. We can either take Slash or Foulage. I think I'm going to take Slash, and I think I'm going to just actually get rid of the Stepmothers. I'm not going to try to complete her. We're just too late into the game for what she's doing. Silvery Moon, Baby Dragon, Blackbeard's Parrot, and Billy Bones. Interesting. We got a Bronze Goose, but our board is so awkward. I think we're just supposed to take stats. Okay. Hey, look at that. We won a game. Won a match, won a round, whatever you want to call it. Pan's Shadow is good. Slash is also good. I'm going to do this because it has a recruit ability. Shanty's really good. I'll actually take that over that. The Minotaur. Are you better than Pan Shadow? I think you are. Uh-oh. None of our things are going to hunt. That was a lot of triggers. Oh, no. Okay. Well, we did not even survive to our epic treasure. Oh, look, we got it. There you go. At the very... I always find that amusing when we get our treasure anyway. Oh, here's your consolation prize. Bummer. Well, let's try another one, shall we? The letter L. All right, that's a decent letter. I like the letter L. Well, look at that. We got Silversmith and Loki. I really want Silversmith to be like powerful. Like I keep thinking it's going to be, and I have not had a lot of great runs with it. That said, I'm not a big fan of Loki's ability. It's just a little too random for me. I say that taking random letters and playing with them. This art is just so good. They're both great. I'm gonna go with Loki. I haven't actually played Loki in a long while. It's a good excuse to play Loki. Okay, so Plunder Penny. We don't have the Fates. No Chaos. Fey Familiar. Morgan Le Fay. Fun Gal. No to Moppet. Nightshade out. Genie of the Lamp is fine. Rudolph the Red is fine. Elminster is fine. No Prospero. Okay. So, what L's can we get here? I mean, we've been eating L's all day, so let's see here. Mechanical Dragon. This is probably my favorite card in the entire game. I love me some Mechanical Dragon. So you don't need to strap me to L's to get him. Combustible has an L. That's good. And those are combo. Calypso, because we're going to be doing spell things anyway. Seems reasonable. And then, yeah, we can take Aladdin. It's a random common that's going to get me a treasure. There's lots of other options here, I think. Glory Seeker. There's Glory Seeker. I think that's just it. Yep. Okay. We're playing Glory Seeker. All right. Itsy Bitsy Spider, Gingerbread House, Forgotten Present. So we could actually make a choice. So I'm going to pick the Itsy Bitsy Spider. Big stat line. Hopefully helps us survive early. Evil Stepmother. Again. So again, the reason I swap these two is because I think Evil Stepmother is going to trade 1-for-1, and Itsy Bitsy is more likely to survive. So if it's going to survive, it has essentially a slightly higher percentage chance in slot 2 than in slot 1. So that's what we're going to do. And the answer is neither is surviving, and we're taking half our damage. Brutal. Rose, Wind-Up Toy, Jack in the Box. Okay, well, no L's. But we'll take Jack in the Box to try to get our Evil Stepmother down. Same reason why we're going to take Evil Stepmother. Thorn, Baby Dragon, Gingerbread House. No L's here either. So I wonder what we're supposed to take. I feel like... So I'm torn. I like Thorn. Usually I'm just a Thorn and Rose gamer. Just get the buffs up. It might be right to take a Gingerbread House because it could potentially buff Jack as well. I'm going to take Thorn. And what happened there also is kind of what I was saying when I said earlier about 1/1s in the back row getting eaten by flying monkeys. I always mess that up, and we need to be careful about that. All right, so Jealous Stepsisters. We'll complete our quest here. Gives us another quester, which isn't too hard. Captain's Cutlass. That's a decent L treasure. That'll help us complete this quest. Despicable Shmee is pretty good. So because Despicable Shmee buffs pirates and Jack is a pirate, I'm going to put him in the back row here, trying to give enough time for this to both be knocked out and then hopefully attack with the token. Yeah, this ordering seems fine. See, there we go. And we traded with Katamari because of that. Still lost half a heart, but we're making do. So Wand of Shielding, Elven Tools. This is pretty good with Jack. So we're gonna take the Elven Tools. Billy Bones, all of those L's. Stepsisters is worse than Evil Stepmother. Again, put Billy Bones here because I want this +5 stat buff to be on both Jack and both Jack in the box and on Jack. So that's going to go here. So this is the next most likely hunt position. Plus, hopefully that means he'll attack before Despicable Shmee. Cowardly Lion. Okay, here's a question, chat. Are you a Cowardly Lion gamer? I tend to grab him pretty frequently and try to complete him. Whether he completes or not is most often not, but I'm a big fan of these questers that seem fairly easy to complete. On turn 3, yes. Otherwise, no. Yeah. I agree, Tall Shark. I tend to hold on to him too often. Too often for too long. Like right now, it's fine. It's a little awkward here because usually I like him in slot 1 when that way I can do other things with him. But right now, Jack in the Box is dominating our slot 1. I think I'm going to just take the Sugar Plum Fairies over the 3 bags full. Goodbye, Itsy Bitsy Spider. Fun Gal is pretty good. See, this is where I think that maybe just the extra stats. I already saw that the previous board was just too big. Next time I see Jack come around, I'll click on him. Yeah, it took me a while to realize he was a pirate as well. Man, we are just taking L's all over the place. So Lost in the Woods is a free spell. It just reshuffles, but I think I'm going to take Slash now. Time for Despicable Shmee to go. Please no L's. Oh, All for One and Flying Monkey. Both of these are not great for us. I really want a Tin Man here for the free heart. I'm just going to cast All for One because I don't want to fill my thing with commons. Oof, okay. 2 blind mice. So this is the one I have to take. Sure. Muscle Dragon isn't going to do enough damage, so I'll just get the free spin here. Snowball. Oof. I think we ran into a brick wall, chat. I think we ran into a brick wall. Oh, maybe. Hey, there's hope. We tied. Okay, Morgan Le Fay is good. So I'm going to replace Billy Bones. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to swap them now. So Jack will be small because he doesn't get the +5 stats. I always do this. The box will be small. Jack in the box will be large. Latte. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness for pumpkin spice latte. Call me basic all you like. That is some good eating right there for us. Sparkles ain't too bad either. Okay. Uh-oh. 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 Okay, only half heart. Okay, Spoiled Prince or Lightning Bolt. Okay, we're going to Lightning Bolt. We're just trying to survive here. Okay, Genie of the Lamp is good. Is it better than... It's better than the Fairy. Okay, we really need to try to find some L spells to cast onto Genie of the Lamp. We're not going to be able to beat this Nessie. Bummer. Bummer. All right, try again. Why? Interesting. Feels like not a very common letter, but watch it just be everywhere. I feel like there's going to be some sneaky Y's running around. I could throw our... there we go. Zhang Yizhao. Let's go. We get to do some piratey things, hopefully. First of all, let me look. So I can remove Aladdin and add Glory Seeker. Whoops. Because that has a Y in it. Plunder Penny has a Y. So Mecha Man could be cut. Let's see if we have any other Ys. We could also cut Sailor Moonshine. So I think I'm going to cut Sailor Moonshine for Space Ranger Woody. Jelly Rogers is good. Calypso needs to get added. Okay. So let's get rid of Sarina. Sarmina, rather. Okay, it doesn't look like I have any other Ys that need to be added. So I'm just going to leave the list as is. I really like this captain. She's sweet. This dragon is so cool looking. I'm a big sucker for dragons. Okay, Glory Seeker. So because this is a hero, I think I'm going to take Daughter of Athena. No Ys. There we go. Glory Seeker. Still no. Is this the same shop as before? Weird. Mysterious Egg on turn 2. I am down for a Mysterious Egg. So Baby Dragon and Flying Monkey. I tend to think Flying Monkey is better than Baby Dragon most of the time. And I could be wrong, but the way I feel like a lot of the early units are statted, you tend to have a lot of, like, if you pick a 2/3, you're going to have a lot of things with 3 power. So 3 1s, etc. that'll trade with it. So you want to have that 3 power. And then likewise, you have a lot of things with 3 toughness. So having a 2/3 then can't trade off into it. Anyway, so Space Ranger Woody, Itsy Bitsy Spider is 2 Ys, but I think we take. I like these, especially because their golds give you a free bonus shop. Okay, no Ys to be at here, so we can actually get our Mecha Man, which is really powerful. Big fan of Mecha Man. Fond of Shieldings, the bow. Okay. So I think I'll take the bow. Oof, this has been a tough run. Okay, only lost half a heart. We'll take that. Billy Bones. Unfortunately, can't take our pumpkin spice latte. We had enough latte last run. Silvery Moon. Okay, let's pump it on Mecha Man there. Get him some buffs. Oof, the Chameleon getting to 2 for 1 is theirs is tough. All right, well, we lost a full heart. Oh, what a transform. I love me some Sir Francis Drake. And we don't need to get the silver or the gold of him for him to be great. That is fantastic. All right, we're going to be casting a lot of Silvery Moons, I think. So I think we want to Silvery Moon Woody or Billy Bones. Which one would we rather gold? I think we'd rather gold Space Ranger Woody. Okay, good. I don't have to make the decision. I was debating, do we TLK here, but we have 2 Ys. We're good. We'll take the Calypso because we have lots of pirates. Got a cursed ring off of our Sir Francis Drake. Bummer, we have to pass on the gold Mecha Man. Got to take Shanty here. Here we go. So this gets us a bonus shop, which is nice. So it'll give us a treasure. Ooh, we can take Royal Invitation or Drafty Window. I think we're going to take Royal Invitation. Seems really good. No Ys to be seen here. So I could take the Tin Man expecting to probably lose off our heart at some point. That seems pretty good. Better than the others. Perfect. Hungry Hyena? Sure, we'll bank that. Gemstone Garden is our uncommon treasure from Francis Drake. I like that. Okay, half a heart. We're on Wise. So we can take actually the silver here because it's free and there were no Wise. Magnificent. I like me a good Magnificent. Possibly better than Billy Bones. Possibly better than Billy Bones. So none of these have Wise in them, so we'll bank the Fairy Godmother. Please no Wise. Jack Frost, Greed, Ironcrest Dragon. Perfect. Now we're going to get 2 random treasures. Fantastic. Black Pearl, Pandora's Box. Okay, let's get... Man, this... I think I'm going to take this Dragon's Crown because I already have a summoning thing that I'm probably going to keep for a while. It's only 6 currently, but... Plus Magnificent's going to start getting us more treasures. Plus Sir Francis Drake's giving us 2 rares, 2 epics, and then two legendaries. Ninja Train, Queen of Hearts, Sparkles, Spoonful of Sugar. Okay. So we can take Sparkles. I guess better than Calypso. Yeah, better than Calypso. No Wise to be seen. 2-headed dragon is decent. Man, do I abandon having Tin Man because we're gonna have a big board? Do I abandon Mecha Man because we're gonna have a big board? I think we're gonna abandon Mecha Man. Chad, I think we're getting there. Loki's Scepter with the new art. Look at that fancy new art. And a Pandora's Box. Good epics. Pandora's... Oh, Tiamat's Claws. Okay, we're getting there, chat. I am calling my shot. We are winning this lobby. We are winning it. No Wise to be had here, so I could take Weird Beard. Okay, I'm going to call my shot. I'm going to get rid of the Tin Man. We're going with Weird Beard. We got KO Star, Gingerbread Oven, Poisonous Apple. Oh, man. Look at all of our villains, too. Everything is coming up. Brady. Okay. Daisy Jones has a Y. Do I actually want her? Does she have a farewell? She does not. Alrighty. Turns out not having a restriction means you get to do pretty well. So I don't really care about casting this spell. It's not particularly good. These are not great. This is just a big statted dude. I guess he's better than Weird Beard. Unless I had that treasure, which I could randomly get it, but... have to take Baby Dragon, unfortunately, over Magnificent. Because of the Y. Okay. Oh, no. How did they outscale me already? No. Oh, we already have our treasures. Oh, interesting. I didn't even realize we already got our 2 epic treasures. Or 2 legendary treasures. Oh, no. And they have a... Wow. Tough. That's going to be a tough board to beat. Captain Hook is very good. So this is already completed. So... Fortunately, I have to take Plunder Penny here. We haven't cast very many spells, but this will at least give our Magnificent another treasure hoard. Flying Monkey is good, gives another treasure hoard and a free shop. No Wise, so we can take Bahamut. Is Bahamut better than... Oh, I already have Bahamut. Calypso. Solid. No Wise. Take the Wizard of Oz. We have this Spellbook Punch card, so if we can cast 2 Y spells, we probably should. Oh, Stinky is decent. That can help scam some things. Do I like that better than Bahamut? Weird the Bahamut's smaller, but I guess it's because it's got an additional treasure hoard. Okay. All right. Perfect. All right. Rock and roll. Here we go. Make sure there's no Ys. Okay, Captain Hook. Getting to a gold Captain Hook would be amazing. No Ys here, so we can take a Pirate King. I think I'm going to do it here. Stinky's better than Plunder Penny. Jelly Roger means we get to attack first, which is great. Oh, man. It's going to be close. Going to be close, chat. Oh, and they have the shadow too? Yeah. Oh, no. Okay. Down to our final heart. No Ys. Okay, so Sword of Light and Shadow has to be probably what we do because we already have a lot of villains. I guess we only have 3 villains. We don't have that many heroes though, so yeah, let's take the sword. Oberon, Eureka. Man, giving all my things treasure hoard is good. It's smaller than this one though, but all right. Oh, we get our recruit abilities. Thank goodness. Oh my goodness. That's so good. Do I want to put Stinky in the back? Possibly. No, I want it to scam because I wanted to be able to get attacked for a big thing and hit his shadow. I don't think we're going to scale as well as they are though. I think we're just kind of already in that boat. Oh, I have to take the Silvery Moon. No Ys to be seen, so we can Pirate Prince, get another couple commons. Oh, perfect. Farewells are hunt abilities, so make them all hunt twice. Currently, they have a farewell. This one has a farewell ability because it has the recruit. Okay, we'll do this. We'll have this be two Daisy Jones lockets. We're in the finals though, so I don't know if we're gonna get there. Yeah, I think we really needed that to hunt. Maybe I should have swapped it and put it in the back row. Yep. Man, got second place. That was really close. Really close, chat. Really close. All right, well, let's try again. When in doubt, right? Spin it back. Well, we already had an L run. Let's do another. Should probably just remove them from this wheel every time that they get hit, but I like having all of them listed. You. Perfect. Alrighty, let's try to get some U's. Maximus. I like Maximus. So I'll be honest, I don't really touch my deck list all that often, so this is a good excuse for me to do so and just kind of explore all the different characters we have. Oh, I like Snapping Hydra. Guinevere's good. King, Worm Skill Tinker. Okay, there's not going to be too many U's, so I'm just going to kind of add all of them. Oh, maybe I was wrong. Oh, there's a lot of common U's. Nutcracker, whoops. Fun gal. Rudolph. Smug. Oh, I get to play with Smug? Oh, I'm so happy. I like me a good Smug. Burninator and Smug? Well, that's the combo we're going for in the end of the day. And that's all the use. Okay, then we'll get Wormscale Tinker as our top end. Perfect. Jealous Stepsisters. Very jealous. Okay, so here I'm going to take Puss in Boots. Because if I can get this first slot buffed a little bit, that'll help us complete the Jealous Stepsisters quest that much easier. Puck is great. So let's swap those. 5-3 might be able to survive one hit. And he used Mysterious Egg. Is he you? Okay. So that means we need to do... Okay. Oh no, because we wanted it to have the extra... Okay, so we need it to survive anyway. Okay. Again, lining this up. That way we can maybe get a slot buff into slot number 4. Which we did. But also still pump these. We also completed our Jealous Stepsister. So that's why I don't think that extra power mattered for Stepsisters that run. Cursed Ring. Looks like we're going to have some bigger... Hey, look at that. Bigger villains. Minotaur. Pretty good. Pumpkin Spice Latte has you. Always refill that heart when you can. I always find it's too much of a gamble to rely on just winning a fight to heal. So if you can take a Pumpkin Spice Latte, you should do it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Cowardly Lion. Okay. Spoonful of Sugar is our only option here. Just puff our big guy in the front. Underdog. Better than... Alright, we got the slot buff off of Underdog. Oof, took another heart. Frankenstein. I like Frankenstein. Frankenstein's good. Right. So again, I could take the Tin Man Gambit and just, in case we lose, we have that. I love me a Combustible Dragon. So again, we're kind of shipping up, or trying to pad ourselves out here for Ship Shape Inspector if we can with these slot buffs. But Underdog's unlikely to do much at this stage in the game. Well, it was a pretty clean round. We're not last place. That's a good... I don't think we've gotten last place once, which is nice. Lightning Bolt, Nutcracker Prince. So we got to take the Nutcracker Prince. How many heroes do we have? Just the Underdog? This is better than the Underdog, though. It's just a better stat line. Daughter of Athena. Okay, we'll bank that. Okay. Frankenstein did it. Got there. Frankenstein's going to quickly be a big boy. Oh, I love getting a Navi. Especially this silver Navi is very, very powerful. Means that we are going to probably get the gold one at some point to refill that heart. And then we just have to hope for no other use. Fun gal. There's no 5/7s to replace, right? Yeah, no. No other use? Perfect. Get that heart. Gravity Will, Captain Corsair, or Mask of Infinite Rage. Well, we now have more hearts, so we're probably gonna lose more. So we'll take the Mask of Infinite Rage. Plunder Penny. It's probably too late. Turn 7. So we'll just bank it. All right. This Tin Man might need to go away because we're doing okay. Sun Flary is pretty good, so we'll take that. A punching bag. Yeah, sure, we can take this as our punching bag. He has to survive taking damage. Probably not going to happen very often. So no use. We'll take that. Nutcracker Prince. Sure. We'll just keep that cranking up. So far, a lot of our spells haven't had use, so I'm not going to really rely on them. I like the Kraken. The Kraken seems good. So let's get the Kraken in there. Maybe I'm supposed to swap. I think I'm supposed to swap Combustible Dragon in this, just so this gets the buff. Yeah. Huff and Puff. There's a spell. Sun Flary. Okay, Wizard of Oz. Puss in Boots. There's a Ship-Shape Inspector, so we're 1 away. There is no use. Honestly, the punching bag's not that big, so I think I can afford to do this. And then if I find something that buffs this slot, again, free treasures are always needed, wanted, and valued. All right, this Frankenstein's drawing us kicking and screaming. Titania. Doubling cube. Well, that has a big U in it. Woo. Okay, so we gotta take the punching bag. Okay, we're back to doing this because I'd rather have this survive longer. I don't know what I want to do with this next U. Or with this next pick. I could take the Captain Hook. He's just a generically good character. I don't know where he'd fit on my board, though, is the thing. This is where I wish this was a spell that buffed a slot. But oh well. Puss in Boots, okay. Make sure there's no use before I snap take this Lesser Mimic. Yep. There's certain cards I just like kind of snap take, especially this late into a game, and Lesser Mimic is definitely one of them. Yeah, rock and roll. Here we go. True Love's Kiss. Well, we have to TLK the Titania, right? Echoing Fae, okay. So she's going to get double from her buff, and then she should get double again. So she should get insane, right? Through the Looking Glass is our only use. So we have to transform one of our characters into a bronze. Which one do we want to do? I think it's just the ship shape. Okay, hi Nessie. Oh, I forgot what the Frankenstein. Oh, this is gonna get big in a hurry. Ooh, another TLK. Okay, so this gets rid of Nessie, I think. Ghost Armor. Oh my goodness. Oh, we're doing it, chat. We're gonna get there. Underdog. Grow Dough. So we can cast this on this. This will get the buff as well. Oh, that Echoing Fang got so large so quickly. Take me home, Echoing Fang. We did it. We did it. You know what they say. There is no I in team. There's not really a you either, but we did it. Wow. Yeah, that was neat. All right. Gonna take a quick break here, and then I'll be right back. Okay. All right, I'm back. All right, let's try to get a live lobby. I know we've tried a couple times today. Let's try to get a live lobby to end the stream. Should be good. All hands on deck. Alrighty, live lobby is up. GNEP. Golf November Echo Papa. Generally, nearly everyone parties. While we're waiting on people to get in, let me randomize our letter. So, pretty good day overall, though, with all of our lobbies. We didn't hit a last place, which is always nice. We had a couple fourth places, some second places, and we did get a victory with our remove L because we've already hit that one. We already hit the Y2. We'll just start removing these now as for the ones we've already hit. There's a whole alphabet wheel. Give us a new one. D. Let's do it. D's get degrees. Alrighty. Yeah, huge shout out to all the people who've been working for us. The art in this game has come a long way. I'm a big fan of these big screens here. We're getting on the PC version. Should have the Steam client coming down the pipeline here shortly. So keep an ear out for that. Make sure to go wish list it on Steam. That way you're notified once it goes live. It will be great. Ben Tumbo. I would like to say that I have been enjoying all of the Deb streams. Thank you, Bam Tumbo. We agree. We we've been having a great time streaming with you guys. We love sharing our game with everyone and answering questions if you guys have them. So yeah, always put questions if you have them in the chat. Come join us every Tuesday. We just want to hang out, play, have fun, enjoy the game with our players. If you're in the Indianapolis area or are planning to be for Gen Con 2025, please come join us. Purple Frog Play says they don't bite, chat, they promise. Well, I'll hold you to that. I'll hold you to that. No, but you know, if you can make it there, we will see you. Yeah, it never hurts to try. Also, big shout out to the YouTube channel We Have a Tripod. I'll put that here in the chat. I've been using their playlist today for royalty-free music. It is fantastic. If you all are looking for some good royalty-free music, go ahead and go support them. Actually, I kicked up my volume just a hair here. Let me crank that back down there for you. My bad. Lobby code is GNEP for anyone who wants to join a live lobby. Please come and join us. Should be a lot of fun. All right. Oh, man. Let's talk a little bit about my favorite captains. Why not? Go ahead and put your favorite captain in the chat for those who want to participate and play along. I think my favorite captain currently in the game is has to be Thing in the Ice. I am a big Thing in the Ice enjoyer. I like the volatility and the randomness of it. Gotta have those high highs. And, you know, the benefit about Galaxies is it's a pretty quick game, so if you get a low, you can just quickly jam again. Princess Animal's very good, yeah. Yeah, I'm a big fan of her, too, and her alternate art is fantastic. I'm a big fan of Princess Mononoke. Yeah, it's interesting to have a captain that essentially starts with a secret rare treasure, right? And it's a limited secret rare treasure, but like it's a very good one. All right, I think I'm gonna fire in about a minute here with just the two of us. It'll fill in with various async runs to fill in the back end here. So get in while you can. GNEP. Generally, not everyone plays. Hey, welcome, Shark. If you guys haven't already, please join our Discord. Let me go get the Discord link as well. Go and join our Discord. We have a lot of people who are jamming and playing and chatting. A lot of good fun going on in there. Make sure to follow us on socials. We're going to have a bunch of big changes coming up in the next couple of months. I can't say too much about everything, but there's a lot. I would say that these next few months are probably going to be the biggest couple months of Galaxy's life so far. It's going to be a huge amount of things happening. So super excited for it. Make sure to follow us and see all those updates as they come out and play live. All right, looks like we're going to just fire with just the two of us. Just Shark, you and I. Let's go. Alrighty. What was our letter again? D. Our letter is D. Okay, so we can play any of these. I know most of the team loves to play Skip. I don't play Skip all that often because I tend to play the other captains, but, you know. Okay, I'll play Mr. Lamppost. I think I'm gonna play Mr. Lamppost. Let's get our D's here into the. Whoops, Toady has a D. Where are you at, Toady? Combustible Dragon, Don Quixote, no Mimic. You'll notice, so while I don't edit my deck list very often, if I do, they have a very similar theme. I'm a big fan of all the dragons, and so I tend to draft dragons when I can. Okay, Busted Bot. That's a good D there. Underdog. I'm not a big fan of Underdog. I feel like he just doesn't do enough most of the time. He has to both attack and you also have to meet his claws in order to trigger him. And then his stat line is so low that like he tends to not survive. Probably gonna have lots of D's here, so probably don't need to be too picky about which ones I play. Weird Beard is good. Maybe I do. Okay, so we'll take Woody. Yeah, okay, I guess we'll play some Underdog. Pied Piper, Aladdin. Make sure I have all the D's here before I freelance and grab one that I like. Looks like we do, so I'll take Snapping Dragon. This is probably my second favorite card in the game. This card is very powerful, very good. Often creates 2-for-1s, and I just love the double scaling. It's very fun. Okay, Mr. Lamppost, show us what you got. Ooh, okay, so we have a couple different legendaries here who have D's in their names. I think I'm going to go with Daedalus because I think he's the most generically powerful. Like, Frankenstein's Doctor's good at getting those slot buffs, but I like just giving a buff to all those slots. It also says that if we get a Shipshape Inspector, we know on turn 7, we're going to enable him. Daughter of Athena has all the letters and has just been our companion all day. Baby Dragon. Let's go. Yeah, we'll take that. Daughter of Athena again. Get the silver. Aladdin, I think, is better than Underdog. Despicable Shmi. I remember when this art first came in, I literally could not laugh. Stop laughing at it. It's so good. Space Ranger Woody. Looks like we're gonna have a lot of D's here today, so we'll have lots of things to choose from. I think all of these are about the same, in that I'm not gonna add them to my board. I guess I could replace Despicable Shmee because Gingerbread House is more likely to add more power. He says as both of his other units get KO'd before he gets to get the farewell. No D's to be found here. Symmetry could work good with Gingerbread House, but I don't know if the stats are big enough. I think I'm just going to take the Minotaur. Oh, Hydra had a D. You're right. Look at that. I'm just ahead of the curve, as they say. You meet in a tavern. Okay, Baby Bear is not bad. Completes our thing, and then we also have 3 animals. Feels good. Give me just 1 second, chat. All right, I'm back. All right. So we can take Star Shield or Gold Ring. I'm not sure how often we're going to have Goldens in this run. So I'm probably going to take the Star Shield. Here we go. Oh, I messed up. I should have rearranged my my animals here. We can do that next time. The other benefit is we know that we're going to get a Daedalus on turn 7. So, we can take. So yeah, instead of taking the Dreamer, I'm going to take Down Came the Rain, and we're just going to keep buffing our slots as much as we possibly can. Hold on, make sure there's no D's. Perfect. Okay, Mama Bear is just an insane pull here. Okay. We'll take the win there. Get our heart back. We have to Daughter of Athena, but we get a treasure out of it. Vacation Drink of Valor, Lucky Chest, no D's, so we can take the Lucky Chest. Fire Breathing Dragon. I like Fire Breathing Dragon. So that's fine. The question is, do I want to keep getting this slot buffed? I think the answer is yes. So this slot is probably where Daedalus is going. So it's the only slot that probably doesn't need to be buffed. Also, it works well for the ranged attack. There we are. So we get our Daedalus. What are we replacing him with? Probably Baby Dragon? Okay, and then now I'm going to swap these around. No D's. So we'll take the Ann Bunny. Combustible Dragon is probably better than most of these. It's only doing 4 damage now, but hopefully we'll find some more treasures here soon. Well, that Wicked Witch is a Wicked Witch. Oh, the summon of the summon. Okay. Okay. We're just big enough to survive all that. Iron Cast Dragon is also good. Jasmine Dragon. So yeah, we're leaning into getting all these dragons and all the spells. Really leaning into that D archetype that we want. Really just looking for the Hydra. I think the Hydra will be great. in this slot. Get us those 2-for-1s and start to scale. Okay, no Ds. So Silvery Moon lets us do this, which is now free. Gets us a treasure. Mama Bear, Merlin, Picka Peppers. So I think I'm going to do this still as well. Because we definitely wanted a dragon. Very good. So, Zheng's Bakuadao. Very good. So again, all these treasures are going to be pumping up this combustible dragon. Yeah, we're rocking and rolling now. Jasmine Dragon is good. Combustible Dragon is good. Bronze Goose, Jill Sunshine, Navi, Stroke of Midnight. So if we were like losing, I would probably take Stroke of Midnight. I'm going to take Bronze Goose. Just on the off chance we get that golden later. Conan, Puss in Boots, Sunken Plum Fighters, Lost in the Woods. So I could cast Lost in the Woods. That's fine. Just replace itself. I was considering doing that anyway. Ooh, so we found the ship. Oh, no, we have Goodie Bag. Okay, so we have to take Goodie Bag here. Normally I would take Ship Shape Inspector and debate if I'm getting rid of Combustible. But that's fine. Take Goodie Bag. Oh, Wicked Witch. Oh, you got us this time, Shark. That Sorcerer's Mop is going to get out of hand. Out of hand. This is a good combo. So I should take this with... What am I replacing here? Is Combustible just not killing enough? I think that's the answer. 2 Blind Mice. I have to take that. Blackbeard's Parrot is the only D here. Well, we're into the final 3, so we've done what we wanted to do, and I think we have a chance at doing pretty well. We just need to be able to keep up with Shark. Yeah, that witch is doing the work. Both attacking first and then hitting the middle one is always brutal. So the benefit here, though, is with Frankenstein's Doctor, each of these slot buffs are getting doubled because of Daedalus. Double. That's all the Ds. So, little trick here. We've been wanting this one to get the bigger slot buff, so drag your Iron Cast Dragon over, cast your double, and then you can easily switch him back. And you get the treasure out of him as well as getting the slot buff where you want it. Wizard of Oz is fine. Ooh, I could have probably taken Abracadabra because Kadabra has a D. Oh well, misstep on that. White Whale, Sorcerer's Mop, Ship Shape Inspector. So it's probably Ship Shape. It's probably Ship Shape because it automatically completes. Okay. I don't have any... I have 1 villain, so the Poison Apple isn't going to do enough. I'm going to get Boots of Magic fine because I'm going to believe. Double again? Yes, please. This doesn't beat the witch unless we can get her out, but okay. See, I would have liked her to have attacked right, but brutal, and full heart. We're digging, chat. We're digging. I think we're gonna beat Chief Evil Officer. All right. It's just about can we stop that witch? We need her. We need the 1/3 chance for her to attack Shipshape or the coin flip, so we attack her first. And then I think we'll be okay. Okay, Frankenstein's doctor. Oh, bottled starlight. We're gonna say we're gonna win. Okay, 2 blind mice. Ooh, I could do down comes the rain. It's only plus. No, let's dig. Okay. Okay, let's try not to lose. Oh my goodness, this wicked witch. Every time. Oh, and another summon. That'll probably cook us. That'll probably cook us, chat. Oh. Okay, we drew. Whew. We get another turn. Huge. Huge. So give all my things plus 20 plus 20. With Widow's Web, I can put it anywhere now, but... I think this is what we're supposed to take now. All right, Shirk. Let's see what you got. All right. All right. We're clawing in. We're clawing in. Snappy Dragon might help be the equalizer here. Weird Beard is what we take. Okay. We got a legendary treasure out of him. That was nice. All hands on deck or Daisy Jones. Okay, we'll take the Daisy Jones. Okay. Not a big shop turn, but here's hoping. Cross our fingers. Oh, you got a Stroke of Midnight. Oh, and got that. The Busted Bot's not a bad transform, though. Because it's going to be big. I think that's going to do it. I think we did it, chat. GG, Shark. We clawed through in the end. And we managed to get there even with the D restriction. Well, good chat. That's our stream for today. Thank you guys all for joining us for the Tuesday dev streams for Once Upon a Galaxy. Rigged with a capital D at the end, yes. But thanks for joining us. We'll be here every Tuesday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can always reach us in our Discord, so please go and find that. But yeah, it was great chatting with you guys. Have a great day.